voters will cast ballots that could shape the future of CMS.
Yeah, they'll decide whether or not to approve a nearly $1 billion worth of bonds. And the CMS says they need this money to build and fix schools, but not everybody's on board with the plan. NBC Charlotte's Tanya Mendez is following this debate. And Tanya, you got to see some of the problems today that CMS says the bonds will fix.
Sure. Well, CMS has been telling us for months that there are a lot of issues at a number of the schools, from overcrowding to crumbling schools. So today they allowed us in one of the schools to see exactly what one of the problems is. The beauty of a good education, easy to find at Ardrey-Kell High.
Everybody wants to come to CMS.
The school's so popular, they're getting 150 to 200 new kids every year.
Oh my gosh, we got too many students here.
The campus, designed for 2,500, has more like 3,200 and in the middle of some major growing pains.
Where do we fit all these kids, right?
Like at lunch.
We get 3 groups of kids that come in. We have to do it by floors to make it orderly.
Students forced to sit on the floors, cramming the hallways, and the classrooms not much better.
It makes it pretty difficult with 35 or 40 students in a classroom.
The school had to add 18 mobile classrooms in the last few years, now running out of space. Principal David Switzer says the only solution to alleviate the crowding is the proposed bond that would build a new high school in South Charlotte.
So eventually there will be a tipping point that will say, you know what, we can't handle any more. And then where do they go then? Because
the problem's just as bad or worse at other CMS schools, 78% are at or over capacity. Others crumbling. West Charlotte High so old, when it rains, some students have to wait to get into class because the water's too high for them to wade through. Switzer says he knows $922 million is a lot of money, but he worries about the price we pay if we don't fund the bond.
Education's the key driver for society, and so if we don't fund education, then we're going to see the repercussions down the road.
So a bond like this, of course, is going to have its critics, too, especially in the northern part of the district, because they complain that a lot of the money for bonds in the past has gone to schools in other parts of town, and so the money doesn't ever affect them, so they're not interested in funding it. We'll find out what happens at the polls next week. Reporting live, I'm Tanya Mendez, NBC Charlotte.
All right, Tanya, thank you.